World Eaters players, we need to talk.
Here at Tattooed Tabletop, we have a lot of fun, so be sure to like, share, subscribe down below. It's completely free and it helps me out. Now back to the video.
Welcome to Tattooed Tabletop. My name is James, and today we're not just having a discussion with World Eaters players, or at least not the World Eaters players at large. We're going to be addressing a lot of people, but the World Eaters is what kicked off this conversation, so we're going to keep it nice, short, sweet, and there's going to be a little bit of homework. Not that I'll be able to actually grade you or anything like that, but, you know, hey, gives you something to do. So this past weekend has come and gone, and the pre-orders for the Death Guard and the World Eaters Codex has gone up. And of course, there's plenty that has been sold out. They both have new HQs, new Battle Force boxes, etc., etc. And the Death Guard players are ecstatic. They're really excited for their new book, and the World Eaters players, they feel a little differently about it. Now, I found this interesting because, I mean, I understand that, you know, some of the initial conversations around it had been that they had lost certain things like advance in charge and blah, blah, blah. And the immediate reaction was just seething hatred, which would be appropriate for World Eaters at large, but I think that there needs to be a discussion. So the reason that this gets kicked off is because of the reaction to the World Eaters Codexes, especially since the fact that when we're looking at the book, just straight up, it's got some play. It has some very good rules in it, and it has still some very strong models in it. Now, we won't go into it too much. So it's been revealed that the rules are actually solid. There's a lot that you can do as World Eaters. Not only are you just a melee army, but you can also shoot. There's World Eaters shooting, but people are still crying, we lost this, we lost this, we lost this, but they fail to see the things they've gained, or they see them as a negative or something to that effect. You know, I mean, people are disregarding, you know, the murder lust or the bloodlust, blood surge directly. A d6 plus 2, that's faster. Your World Eater berserkers move 8 now instead of 6. Like, you are zooming. But this is what kicks off this conversation as a whole. So here's what I'm going to encourage every single one of you to do because of these reactions. Number one, if you open up a new book, a new codex, or you're looking at rules, however you partake in your rules data. Number one, if you start reading it and you're getting angry or you think something's bad and just unusable, unplayable, what have you, put it down, go out for a walk or something, do something to get away from it for a second, and then come back with a different mindset. So the reason I'm encouraging this is because this is my ethos, right? For anyone who's been a fan of the channel for a while now, you know that I'm very positive, hobby oriented or hobby minded. It's because this is our escape, right? Like, we play this and we partake in this because it gives us fulfillment and gives us some sort of enjoyment, right? Otherwise, what kind of masochist would we be to just continually go to tournaments and continually paint models and continue? It brings us some sort of joy. It brings us some serotonin, some dopamine somewhere. And by doing this to yourself, you're actually sabotaging your own hobby, especially when the book at this point is pretty much shown to be a good book. It is a good codex. It has good rules in it. Yes, things have changed. You can't just play them the same, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? Like, you should be excited to play something a little differently than it was before. I personally love the idea that Khorne Berserkers went from a unit of 5 to 10 to being 10 to 20. That makes sense. A bunch of Berserkers just surging forward into this giant horde that can possibly just, you know, blood surge its way directly into a d6 plus 2, which there's a stratagem in one of the detachments that makes it a flat 8. That makes you so scary as a World Eaters player, because then you also there's ways to get combat range 3 inches. That's AOS swinging. And let me tell you, as somebody who plays AOS, 3-inch combat range is effective. That's good. It doesn't matter if it's strength 4 or what. That is a lot of attacks, that is a lot of swings, and that can really mess some stuff up. Now, I understand that there are still some criticisms with the book. There is some criticisms towards Angron. I mean, I'll probably use him at some point because he's still a cool model. He's sitting right there. I thoroughly enjoyed painting that model, and you can bet that he's going to make it to the table when I first play my World Eaters. It'll be a blast. I look forward to it. This is what I'm talking about as a whole, is we need to come back to these books with a mentality of development, growth, and change. I know that seems like a higher calling kind of thing, but that is what it is. Like, I'm trying to encourage people to start looking at their battle tomes, their codexes, their new rules with fresh eyes, with fresh perspectives. If you're getting a new book and it's on the later half of the edition, granted, you've been playing it one way for forever, but isn't it just cool to have a different way to play it? Where you're seeing a lot of flexibility in the new World Eaters Codex, and so I just genuinely don't understand this massive hatred for it. It offers up a new opportunity, a new skill set, and there's a lot of people, a lot of content creators who are actually really stoked about it. They're very honest. If content creators don't like something, they will tell you. They will, believe it or not, they will tell you. But especially when you're just so vehemently hating something before you even have it. I've always had problems with people who look at something gut reaction and don't try and approach it with a different mentality or try and approach it with a different set of eyes. It's important to look at it that way. I think that's where you're going to find the most satisfaction for yourself in your hobby, in your game, in your list building, etc. Is opening up, the butcher's nails up here and letting some other thoughts flow in. It could really, really help you. And again, this isn't just a World Eaters problem. This happens across multiple codexes, across multiple battle tomes. And all I can say to those people and anyone who's obviously watching this is go in with an open mind and you'll be pleasantly surprised. It'll offer you up a little bit more opportunities. Maybe a unit that you used to use for role A is now meant to be a role B. So don't go in trying to shoehorn it into role A. Try and find a way for it to be and fit role B, or maybe even it has role C. Maybe that's a completely different role that it can do, but it's just better for you long term if you go in with that positive mindset towards these things. And not only that, but if you're going in with that sort of positive mindset, also make sure that you're protecting yourself from the other negative mindsets. Don't just hop in because everybody's screaming that this is bad, this is terrible, none of that's constructive and none of that helps you. If you are a straight up World Eaters only player and all you're doing is buying into everybody telling you that it's terrible and that you're not going to like it and no one's going to go 6-0, no one's going to go undefeated, you're just going to start self-sabotaging, and that's not what you need. What you need is to look at it yourself, process it through your own lens, come up with your own list, and test it. There's so much more to these things. We need to stop having these gut reactions to these things where we just immediately think, oh, it's the worst, why? No, just let yourself take it in, take a moment. If you're getting worked up, if you're not liking what you see, take a moment, step back, go for a walk. Maybe, have some nice lemonade or something soothing for yourself. Maybe some tea if you're British, a little tea. But come back with a fresh perspective on it, and guarantee, because I can tell you right now, I'm more than willing to bet that there will be some undefeated World Eaters. As soon as that book goes live, you will see some GTs, you will see some World Eaters put up some numbers. World Eaters have already put up numbers in the way that they played, but this new book offers up a lot of flexibility. It offers up a lot of new tricks for them, and I can guarantee you that the World Eaters are going to do very well. So that's my message for today, keeping it nice and short and straightforward for you. Let me know what you think. World Eaters Codex, do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Let me know down in the comments, of course. And of course, if you like this content, feel free to like, share, subscribe. All three of those things are absolutely fantastic and help the channel grow. We are so close to 1,000 and I am beyond stoked. I have a lot of really cool things coming up. So, obviously stay tuned for that. Follow my Instagrams and everything like that. But until next time, if we don't talk, be sure that you go paint something.